What's going on, Eric? I didn't look at. I didn't see it. You message me one. I've been playing ball. I was playing ball tonight. It's a rough auto, a little bit. I assume that one's yours. Definitely seems like a rough one. It looks better than the little one though. Ha! So I got a chargeback coming. Is that it? I don't think Vicky would complain though. We are week number 3. That is a true story. Oh yeah. Couple months, Eric. Couple months. That guy literally. I don't know if you read it. There's only 2 of them. The one that the funny one is the guy literally thought for like 20 bucks, $22, he was going to get 20 packs with 3 autos. He was going to get 60 autos for 22 bucks. And I went back and forth with that guy 15 different times. And then I finally just said, you know what, I'm done. Have your wife read it to you. If I can't get it done, she's used to you, I'm sure by now. Oh, trust me, I earned that negative at the end. I figured it's going to happen anyway. I might as well get my money's worth. Huh. You never know when they're going to show. Eli is definitely in this stuff. See, this is why we don't listen to Sarah. Yeah, so if nothing else, I did get my money's worth on that one. I said something along the lines of, if you can't read, get your wife, have her read it to you. If you can't understand it, then don't bid. She needs to approve everything that you bid on because obviously she's used to dealing with you. She knows how much of a moron you are by now. It's all in her hands. You definitely are not bright enough to bid. But this was after like 15 of them. 15 going back and forth and trying to be nice. And him calling me all kinds of stuff. I listened to Sarah. Some people don't want to. Unfortunately, Pete, some people just are looking for a way to get around something and get away with something. The guy didn't hit anything. If he had hit something, he never would have complained. But because he didn't hit, he's trying to say he had 20 packs coming. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm like, the packs retail for like 75 bucks a pack. You're not getting 20 $75 packs for 22 bucks. Newsom, Phillips, Coxey, Hubbard. And I can normally be very easygoing until I get to a point where I'm just done. If I think you're realistically don't even care, you're just screwing with me, then you're wasting my time, and that gets old. It is easier that way, Les. Pitts, McMath, Trey Hill, and a Sam Ellinger, Curtis Robinson, Kadarius Toney, St. Brown. I mean, keep in mind, since I was 18 years old, I've worked as a golf pro. So when you work as a golf pro, Kylan Hill. 90% of the people that are there are like 50 or older. They're retired playing golf. And same as with the members. So I'm used to dealing with people that are quite a bit older with me, and I just gotten used to it. Most treat you with respect, and it's all good. The ones that don't, You're never going to change them. That's just the way they're going to be. Kylan Hill, Trey Smith, a Connor Weddington. The positive is the owner would back me up. He said if I got to the point where I was ticked, they probably had it coming. Otis Anderson. Otis Anderson. And normally he wasn't wrong. Oh. Anthony Hines, Javonte Williams, Ben Skowronek. Ben Skowronek. Diamador Lenore. Diamador Lenore. Oh, yeah. Oh, this was like a couple months ago, Pete. Oh, yeah. Trust me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't last long. I probably think about it for like 15 minutes total. And then I move on. Coxie, Ellinger, Tylan Wallace. I agree. I absolutely agree. Jamie Newman, green. I would go somewhere. My handicap right now, Les, is like a +3. I'm not playing to it, but I am a plus. My handicap is a +3. Well, you got Matt, which your name's always there. Sarah is more like a biblical name. Vicky is, well, not biblical. So one's a wife, one's not. It's easy to put it together. Devontae Smith, Amari Rogers, Diami Brown. Diami Brown. Elijah Mitchell. How'd I do, Matt? Did I put it together correctly? If nothing else, I'm somewhat entertaining while I do this, hopefully. Levi, Tony, Elijah Molden, and Greg Newsom, red ink. Newsom, red ink. All right, well, Les, I'll break it down for you. You got Matt. Him and his brother buy into cards. So it's him and his brother, Texas, California. Agundaji Wilson, a blue ink Tony, and green ink Amen. Green ink Amen. So you got the Maple Boys, California, Texas. They buy cards. Matt has a wife named Sarah. She doesn't like cards. She's anti-cards. She prefers money. She doesn't make enough. So Matt had to go out and get a girlfriend named Vicky to help support his card habit. And I let Sarah know that, hey, You ought to cool down a little bit because Vicky's helping. And then she found out about Vicky the hard way. Patrick Johnson, Ardarius Washington, Sage Surratt. Hopefully I broke that down right. Sage Surratt and Amari Rogers. Amari Rogers, green ink. So Sarah's the wife that doesn't like cards. Vicky's the girlfriend that does like cards. So, pretty simple. Exactly. See, there you go. Thomas Graham, Darius Washington, Robert Hainsey. Well, that is the plan. At least be somewhat entertaining. Anybody can open packs of cards. Gotta at least have a little bit of fun while you're doing it. Well, yeah, because Vicky helps support Matt in his card habit, so Sarah doesn't have to. That's why you have a girlfriend. She steps in when the wife's not willing. Hence, cards. Hunter Long, Deami Brown, Marlin. It all makes sense. Adrian Ely, red ink. Adrian Ely, red ink. Man, no big names yet. See, Pete knows. Pete understands. When the wife doesn't support the card habit, you got to get the girlfriend to help support you. It happens. They'll work it out, though. They're adults. Hunter Long, Zach Wilson, a Jamie Newman. I'll bet Sarah's sitting there believing every word of this and understanding it and agreeing with it. I'll bet Sarah agreed with everything I said. Hunter Long. Oh yeah, it is much more entertaining. I gotta admit. Especially if you hit something big. Have I said anything wrong, though? See, Sarah pipes in every now and then. I still want to know where Vicky is. When Vicky starts piping in, then we know. I'm sure your kids know who Vicky is. Come on now. Mayfield, Eskridge, Thomas Graham. Patrick Surtain. Yeah, it was a Wilson, not the one you wanted, though. Good old Aunt Vicky. I bet they get decent Christmas gifts, too. Aunt Vicky's normally give out great Christmas gifts to kids. Brandon Smith, Terrence Marshall, a Cam Sample. Oh. Ogundeji. Well, it is Hawks Breaks After Dark. I mean, it's 11:15 here. A little more adult conversation at 11:15 at night. Justin Fields. Justin. Elijah Molden. Anthony Hines. Anthony Hines. And Cade Johnson. Cade Johnson. Well, you know you're doing something right when the wife's log on. You know you've done something right. All right, we got Lenore, Surratt, a Dylan Moses. Dylan Moses. Rondale Moore. Rondale Moore. I was thinking about when I mail Matt's box to him, mail it to Vicky Maples and see how it goes. Hamza, Wilson, Hamza, Hamza, and Quiddy Pay. They were talking about him last game I watched. All right, guys, we got 6 more boxes. 6 more. Marlon, Diami, Terrence Marshall. Jalen Phillips. What if I just mailed all your stuff to Ken? Pat Fryermuth, Zaven Collins, another Amin. Amin. You got Phillips again, Eric? And Panay Sewell. Panay Sewell. Quiddy Pay, Cam Sample, Najee. Oh wow, here's the pack you were looking for. Najee Harris, green ink of Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson. I know you had him for a little while. You had the fin. Another redemption coming up. Quiddy Pay, Tylan Wallace, a Brevin Jordan. Brevin Jordan. And Pat Fryermuth. Pat Fryermuth. Don't hit him very often, that's for sure. Very few Zachs. Kind of like Justin. All right, guys, 2 more. I can. Horn, Bolton, Zaven Collins, and someone brought it up. Eli went too high. Obviously, I'm going to hit him. Eli went too high, so I hit him. Eli Manning. All right, guys, last pack. Last pack magic. Let's go. There's a Lance. Trey Lance. Nick Bolton. Zaven Collins. Zaven Collins. Well, what's behind a Zaven Collins isn't too bad. Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Recap. Smith, Collins, twice. Fryermuth, Harris, Sewell, Amen, Phillips, Marshall, Pay, Hamsa, Moore, Johnson, Hines, Ogundeji, Sample, Surtain, Graham, Long, Newman, Marlin, Jones, Hainsey, Surratt, Tony, Molden, Mitchell, Brown, Wallace, Lenore, Skowronek, Anderson, Weddington, Hill, St. Brown, Ellinger, Hill, Hubbard, Coxey. Redemptions of Moses and Jordan. Green ink, we have Newman, Rogers, Amen, and Zach Wilson. Looks pretty darn good. I mean, it's going to have that same thing that all of them do, but it does look good. Red, we have Newsom, Ely, and our short print of the night, Eli Manning. Eli Manning. Unfortunately, those aren't numbered, but I know that was the short print. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to give it 5 minutes, and then I will be right on with Nimbus. Zach actually looked pretty darn good, Les. All right, guys. Gonna go ahead and get going on Nimbus. I'm gonna go ahead and get her going. So, good luck. May the force be with you. Fresh case, so you never know what we might hit. Gallardo, Castro, Ronnie Mauricio, and Riley Green. Julio and Noelve. Looking for some Seattle guys. Martin, Mick Abel. There's Julio. Already. We've got the Rodriguez boy, Julio and Indy. I think I'm a shoe-in to hit 55. Eric Pena, Carlos Colmenares, a Christian Hernandez, and Luis Rodriguez. Christian and Luis. Angel Martinez, Felnin, Celestin, Trammell De La Cruz pack. Those two are, and they're back to back in all these, Eric. Those are nice. Those two are nice ones. Jose De La Cruz. So did you figure it out yet, Eric? And how I do it? Hopefully. Wasn't trying to confuse you, but sometimes I do. Miguel Bleis, Pedro Pineda. We've got Felnin, Celestin, Felnin. I figured once you see the invoice, it makes it a little easier. Mick Abel. So this is week 3, guys. No keepers. Yeah, always. In this product, those two are always back to back. So this is week 3. So what happens is I open everything this week. I ship everything that was pulled this week for keepers on Sunday. So it goes in the mail Monday. And then I start all over again for another 3 weeks. Adley Rushman, Drew Waters, a Drew Waters auto. So in case you forget what day you've got your player, if you look behind like the 2021 Onyx basketball, I also have the date. The date is always on the invoice as well to let you know what date it was that you had your keeper on. That's the plan anyway. I try to make it easier. No color so far. No color. A gold Wander. Gold Wander. Perdomo. A gold AR-25. Ramirez AR-25. And Perdomo. Yeah, it's 3 weeks, but you bought in on week 2. So you kind of got in on the middle of it, if you know what I mean. If you'd have bought week 1, you'd have them for 2 weeks. But yeah, it's 3 weeks, but you jumped in on week 2. Well, that's kind of why I do it. I do it for Vicky. Yeah, Les. They're running slow as it is. Fernandez, Witt, Geraldo, and they've lost the one package, so it was just mine and one other person's. But all the rest, it's moving through the system. It's just slow. Robert Puason, and with the lost package that I'm not happy with, I've stopped submitting because I don't trust them right now. I really do not trust them. I don't think they're getting that much where they should be able to lose something. Tonight is week 3, Eric. This is week 3. You bought in on week 2. Absolutely, Shannon. So you bought week 2 and kept for 1 week. After this week, we'll start over. Valera. Pete Alonso, gold. Pete Alonso, gold. Yeah, you just happened to jump in the middle. Marco Luciano. I don't think we'll have problems, but between that and the grading and Nicky York, I just have some issues with him. I think most of you have seen this. This week you can't. This week there's no keepers. This is the end, so there are no keepers. Now, if you buy in next week, starting in November, you can keep for the next 2. You buy on eBay, and then you email me telling me to hold, and you can have them for the next 2 weeks for the same night. So I'm sure most of you have seen these. I've got Eli Manning and Brandon Smith. One's a 5, one's a 9. The Eli Manning has a little something right there, right where you see the light. There's like a little crease or something right there on the Eli. So that's why it has a 4 surface, supposedly. The only catch is the Brandon Smith has the exact same thing. The exact same thing. One's a 9, one's a 5 with the exact same issue. I can't trust that. One's a 9, one's a 5. I'm sorry. That's not the way that works. You can't grade. It's one thing if it's a 9 and one's an 8. When one's a 9 and one's a 5, it's hard for me to throw a lot of credibility behind it. Gallardo, Vukovic, AJ Vukovic. A Christian Pache. AJ Vukovic. Yeah, just make sure you keep in mind. It's not bubbles. On those the football. There is a little indent about halfway down on the left side, and every single card has it. Every single card has the exact same thing, same spot. And if you grade 1 a 9 and 1 a 5, that's not how that works, kind of thing. Valera, Canario, Jake Vogel. And Alexander Canario. I mean, it's meant to be vintage paper, too. It's not meant to be a smooth, like a Bowman type chrome card. I mean, it's meant to be a vintage, old stock type of paper. Yeah, when one's a 9 and one's a 5, they've got massive issues in my mind. Jose De La Cruz, Matthias, a Roderick Oreyes. Yitty Cap. All right, guys, that was it. That was pretty easy. Not much color, no case hit. That'll give you an idea what's going to be on the back half. So anybody left over on the back half, guys, might be worth looking at. Gold tonight for Nimbus. We got Vukovic, Alonso, Wander. Autos, we have Cap, Oreyes, Canario, Vogel, Vukovic, Pache, York, Luciano, Poazin, Geraldo, Perdomo, Valera, Waters, Abel, Felnin, De La Cruz, Trammell, Rodriguez, Hernandez, Indy Rodriguez, Julio Rodriguez, Green, Mauricio, and a gold AR-25, Alexander Ramirez. All right, guys. That is it for Nimbus. Going to give it a couple minutes and then we'll get going on 2021. Couple minutes and then we'll get going. You're not even going to be anywhere close to your 55 number. You're going to be way above. You're going to have to pay extra for a bigger box, Joe. Joe's going for a bigger box. Let me guess. You have Luis Rodriguez in both, right? Of which you're actually hitting them. uh, I'd like to say that with Wander, but who knows what I'll end up with. I'll have a controlling interest on Wander just because I'll have so many of them. Well, you never know when another one's going to pop up. Olivares, Lodolo, Carlos Colmenares, and sure enough, Mueller with Luis Rodriguez. I told you to keep, and I was not wrong. Mueller, go to bed. Your night's over. It's been fun. Well, he just buys them in here a lot too. And when I have 10% of the product, 10% of the cards should come through me. Churio, Lodolo, Juan Carlos. And then you hit eBay at all to supplement, you're going to get a ton. Juan Carlos and Christian Santana. That should be one of your guys, Joe. That should be one of your guys. Yeah, it doesn't feel right, does it, Mike? You can donate one of those back if you like. If it doesn't feel right, you can donate one back. All right, we've got Rojas, Armando Cruz. Wow. Bobby Witt case hit. Bobby Witt case hit. Who's got Witt tonight? That whoever that is, they're having a good night. Huh. Well, I guess it says 50 of 50. That's the first one of those I've seen. I didn't realize there are 50 of those out there. But even so, I'd still take it. Nick Lodolo. Well, I said it should have been yours if it wasn't. So who has Witt tonight, guys? Somebody's got to have Witt. I know he's not mine. Felnin, Celestin, Mojica, Cody Hose. And Christian Robinson. Nah, you might die. Well, I'll donate you a regular one for that one. If I have one. I don't think I do, though. Riley Green, Gilberto Jimenez, Anthony Volpe. I still have quite a bit of this stuff, though, Tim. I'm getting low on football. I'm getting low on Nimbus. I still have enough of this. Mojica. Alexander Mojica. Huh. If it was that easy. Marco Luciano. Adley. Alfredo Dano. Wow. I don't know who rolled the dice on this guy, but we've got Alfredo and Fernando Tatis. Redemption. Fernando Tatis Redemption. Is this all blue so far? Oh, we got the case hit. But yeah, all blue so far. Man, Bobby Witt case hit. And a stinking Fernando Tatis. Nice half case. Tim is rolling hot. Hernandez, Juan Carlos, Noelve Marte. Well, Les, or who was it that said it? You ever get a hold of Lance on the auto? Or Relvis Martinez. I did hit Julio and Marte. Yeah, was Lance going to send you another one, or is he going to send you a sticker you can add to it? We've got Poison, Susana, a Reed Detmers. Yeah. Well, he sent in 3 Fernando Tatis redemptions. He got 3 cards back. 2 of them autoed. 1 of them was missing the auto. It was the invisible ink auto. Jarlin Susana. You had to hold it up to black light or something. You're using up all your hits, Joe. I definitely would. I mean, you got a picture of it, so. Eddie Mojica, Randy Arozarena. He can't hit the right spot to auto, but I won't whine too much. Randy Arozarena. And Pedro Pineda Purple. More Lodolo. Christian Hernandez. Nick Lodolo. A Maximo Acosta red ink. You heard the story, though, didn't you, Barto, about Wander? Maximo red ink. Marco Luciano. Wander bought a Rolls Royce and sent it back to the Dominican. And all the Onyx cards that were supposed to be autographed were in the back of the stinking Rolls Royce. Literally. So that's what's going on with Wander, Barto. He's waiting to get them back from him because he shipped them all, because Wander shipped them all to the Dominican in his rolls. Ed Howard, Maximo Acosta, Adley Rushman. Yeah, Wander's out there rolling around the Dominican in a Rolls Royce. Red ink, Luis Gil, red ink. So he's hoping he's going to get him sometime in November. At some point in November, he'll get him, hopefully. Eric Pena, Luis Rodriguez, Green ink of Mojica. Yeah, so he definitely doesn't have them yet. And Reese. All right, guys. Redemption. All right, guys. Recap coming up. That's a redemption. Recap. Our redemption tonight, we've got Fernando Tatis. Blue, we have Reese, Rushman, Luciano, Arizarena, Susana, Detmers, Martinez, Marte, Dano, Mojica, Volpe, Robinson, Cody Hose, Lodolo, Santana, Juan Carlos, Rodriguez, Carlos Colmenares. Purple, we have Pineda. Green, Mojica. Red, Gill, Acosta, and case hit, Bobby Witt, 2019 first round pick. Oh. Well, there's always the back half. There's always the back half on Friday. All right, guys, that's it. I will catch you guys tomorrow night with Elite.